And welcome back to the Candy Shop. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington, giving you my unique, fun, and witty perspective on all things reality, Bravo TV, lifestyle, self-care, skincare, and everything fabulous in between. So as you come in, be sure to like and subscribe to this video, hit that notification bell so you can join us when we go live, and put it in the chat box. Where are you calling in from? Where are you watching from? Drop your candy canes and let me know what is up. I was in the middle of posting on my Instagram. So if you guys aren't following me over there on Instagram, follow me over there. It's at Candy Washington. And we are going to get into it. We're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. We're going to get into it. It's going to be good. And as you guys come in the room, I'm going to post to my Insta because that's what I was in the middle of doing. I was posting on my Instagram, so I'm going to do it over at Candy Washington. If you're not following me over there, you should be. So yeah, did it. Boom. Hey, my opinion, not yours. What is up? She says, hello, everyone. Hey, sweetheart, what is up? How are you? What is going on? That's right, you guys. Hey, what is up? So neat. Candy, what up? I finally caught a live. Yes, you did. I'm so happy that you are here. I am so happy that you're here. We are going to get into it. All right, guys. I know more people are coming into the room. Hey, what's up, Young Rich? Hey, Spider-Woman Queen. Okay, you guys, if you missed our last live, y'all, this weekend was a mess. I got bit by a spider right here. It's actually itchy right now. I shouldn't touch it. I got bit by a spider, and I had an actual reaction to the spider's venom. I mean, my eye, it was this eye. This eye was big and bulging, and like my head was hurting, everything. It was a mess, y'all. It was a mess. That's what we're talking about. Hey, Misty. She says, hello, Candy, all the candy canes. Hey, sweetheart, what is up? Hey, Takia Warren. She says, hello, Candy, the candy canes. What is up? Sam Blanc. What is up, Sam Blanc? How you doing? How are you doing? What is up, guys? Billy John. This was the most entertaining episode ever. It was so good. It was so good. I cannot wait to dive in. It was so good. Hey, Sandra James. She says, hello. Hey, how are you, Sandra? What is going on? What is going on? Hey, Tamara Austin. Hey, Candy, turn up. We about to get crunk. We are about to turn up. Hey, Miss T, we're back. Yes, we are back. I am so excited. Hey, Teresa. She says, hey, Candy. Hey. What's going on? Hey, Akira. She says, hello, gorgeous. Hello, how are you? Hey, Alex as well. She goes, hey, doll, Candy Queen. Hashtag on my own terms. Yes, hello, doll. How are you? What is going on? Sam Black says this was a 10 out of 10 episode. It had everything. It had everything. Hey, ADM. She says, hey, Candy. Hey, sweetheart. How are you? What is up? Hey, Sumai! Hey, that's our girl. She says, hello, Candy and fellow candy cans. That is right. Hello, everyone. Hello. All right, let's get into it because after this, tonight, you guys, don't forget, it's the first Ladies Lounge kickoff episode. We will be over on Candace's The Candy Shop channel. It will be me, Candace, and also Cardi B. And we'll be talking about that woman Karen Civil and Nicki Minaj and just weird young girls, older men dynamic, what that means, all that good stuff. So we'll be doing that tonight, 5:30 West Coast time, 8:30 East Coast time. So let's get into it so we can have our good kiki. Yes. Oh. Yes, Alexis, let's take care of yourself. We need you. I will. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Teresa says, I'm ready for the mess. Me too. Yeah, that spider bite was no joke. I need to stop. It's itching right now. It's itching right now, girl. This weekend was a mess. It was a hot mess. But we're here. I'm alive. We're doing it. Okay, so let's jump in. All right, first thing. Hey, can I get a witness? I had to say hi to Candace. Hey. Gizzy's house is a hot diggity damn mess. Hot diggity 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 damn mess. Hot mess. I don't know, why didn't she have this event at an actual event space? What was the purpose of having it at her house when her house was under construction? There are plenty of event spaces that have outside seating if it's COVID. You know what I'm saying? There are plenty of event spaces. You can go to a restaurant. Was she trying to save money by having it at her house? She didn't want to rent a place out. I don't know. But her whole house was just a hot damn mess. And I was with Mia. It wasn't Hotel Gizelle. It was Motel Jizzy. Motel Jizzy. But it was a fantastic episode. So let's get into it. Okay, so Gizelle also needs to let go of the Karen stuff. Like, both Gizelle and Karen had been on some petty mess. Karen, I love you, but I don't think that Gizelle was really wishing death on Ray. I think you kind of milked that. But you guys apologize, you let it go. Gizelle, Karen really didn't say anything about you, Pastor Holy Whore, that the world hasn't said and or seen. So you really had like no soapbox to stand on. You're being a hypocrite. And you've also spoke on her husband, on her taxes, on her life, on everybody else's life. So you really don't have a leg to stand on thinking that people are not allowed to talk about you. So I thought it was cool. I thought you squashed it. The whole Wendy and Karen can't go to the bathroom at your house, I thought was super, super petty, super, super stupid, and super lame. But what I thought was stupid, and I don't mean stupid by calling somebody stupid, I'm not name calling, but I thought it was really weird and bizarre when Robin and Gizelle brought up that side conversation about who can and cannot pee in the house in front of the other girls. That to me was really shady and really messy, and it set the tone for the rest of the event, and that's why I think it went so deep and so dark and so like weird. Like, it was just absolutely ridiculous. Like, why would you even bring that up? And then she even said, oh, it was like for the haters. Like, the haters can't go into the house, and the haters are you, Wendy, and you, Karen. And then when Wendy was just like, yeah, well, I felt like I wasn't even gonna come because the invite was shady. The invite was shady. It said friends and haters. That's shade right there. And also, side note, the invite, I don't know who designed it, but the invite looked like a hot mess. It looked like a second grader art project. It was bad. Like, I could do a better job. Like, the invite itself had different fonts and colors, and I bet Gizelle made it, and that's why it looked like that. But the invite itself said friends and haters. And so when Wendy was just like, I almost didn't come because you were already throwing shade and it was already being shady. And then Robin, Robin, I was rooting for you this episode because Robin had some good moments when she was like, no, we're not going to treat people differently. We're not going to do it that way. We're not going to invite Karen and Wendy and then treat them differently. I was like, okay, Robin, okay. You're starting to have your own voice. You're starting to stand up. I got you. But then when Robin was like, oh, well, you took it personally. Well, duh, it was personal. And literally 5 seconds before that, out of Gizelle's own mouth, she said, the haters, which are you, Wendy, and you, Karen, cannot even use my bathroom. So when Wendy took her invite personally, because it was personal. So Robin, what are you talking about? She's taking it so personal. You took it personally. Yeah, she took it personally because Gizelle was talking personally to her. That's the thing I don't get, Robin. Are you not on the same planet that we're on? I'm super, super, super confused. Super, super, super confused. Also, Gizelle, why was construction actively going on? If you wanted to have it at your house, fine. But could you not have given them a lunch break? Could you not have been like, guys, take the day off? Why was construction actively going on during this event? Made no sense to me. Okay. Karen. I'm going to give Karen a pass on this because I love Karen, but the shade of it all. You're going to your friend's launch party of something. They didn't know it was the launch of their boring and stale podcast that I don't think anybody's listening to. But you knew it was a launch of something, and she brought her own La Dame home essentials kit. That she did it in the classy way, but to me, that is the same as when Kenya came to who was it? Whose was it? It was what's her name? Nini's friend. Oh my god, I love her so much. She's the Monty now to the kids. She has all the fashion. Oh my god, why can I not think of her name? What is her name? She's on Roa. I think she might get a peach this time. Why can I think of her name? You guys in the chat, help me. But you know who she is. It's like when Kenya came to her party. Marlo. Thank you, guys. I'm telling you, this spider bite got me all in my head. So exactly right. So remember when Kenya went to Marlo's party and she had the whole marching band and she was like, Kenya, more hair care. Kenya, more hair care. You remember she was doing that? Okay, Kenya did it on a totally different level, super shady, and was dead ass wrong for doing that, right? But that's kind of what Karen did. She was like, "Oh, you're having a party to launch something? Well, let me bring you my new collection. Everyone gets a candle. Everyone gets essential oils. Everyone gets a La Dame package." Right? Like, I'm sorry, but if I was throwing a launch for something that I was doing and my friend brought her products to give to everybody, I would have a problem with that. But I'm giving Karen a pass because I think she did it in such a classy way that the ladies thought it was a good kiki, that they thought it was really funny. I don't think they caught the shade of it. So I'm going to give Karen a pass, and I just love Karen. But I'm just telling you, if I'm having a party and I'm launching a business or a product or an endeavor, don't bring your business to my party. Don't bring it. But I think that Karen did it in a very classy, slick way. I think she did it in a very cute way. It wasn't like Kenya Moore hair care. But I still caught the shade, Karen. But it was like a very nice, elegant shade. Yeah. And I also love, did you guys catch how the candle woman had shade for Wendy? I was like, did Karen and the candle woman have a moment with this? Because Karen's like, my candle has 3 wicks. Hers has 1. My candle is retail ready. She's doing e-commerce. It'll be great on e-commerce. And then when Karen said to the candle lady, she goes, oh, you know my friend Wendy? And the candle lady goes, oh, isn't she a teacher? I was like, no. Damn, that candle lady had the shade. She shaded the hell out of Wendy. Oh, isn't she a teacher? Oh. Am I the only one who caught that? Am I the only one who thought that was really funny and shady? She's like, oh, the teacher? Isn't she a teacher? I thought that was really, really funny. And how Karen was like, mine's retail ready. Wendy can do e-commerce. Like, that was some shade right there. But that was really, really, really funny. Let's see what else happened. Okay, so Candace, Dorothy, and Chris. Hey, everybody in the chat box. So that's right. So Candace, rather, Dorothy, and Chris. Okay. Mama Dorothy, Mama Dottie, Miss Dottie. You have to stop. You have to stop trying to sabotage your daughter's marriage. I think no matter who Candace is with, no matter who Candace marries, her mother will have a problem with it, and her mother will find a way to sabotage it. There is no reason why there needs to be a big cutout of her mother in her house. There's no reason why her mother should be talking to her friends about whether or not Chris is getting paid. Her mom, if your mother has genuine concerns, that is a private, behind-the-scenes, mother-to-daughter conversation you have. I am a big proponent when it is your family, when it is your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend in public, you are a united front. So regardless of what Miss Dorothy may have thought of Chris, in public, she should have been like, nope, he's a great son-in-law. Nope, they're super happy. Nope, they do a great job. Nope, 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 nope. Like in public, you have that. I'm not saying be fake. I'm not saying be phony. I'm not saying lie. But I just really believe that in public, you have a united front as family. You're a unit. And then you handle what you need to handle behind the scenes. That's just how I feel. So I thought Miss Dorothy was way out of line. Why is she at Candace's house for 9 days? The music video is over. I loved how Chris came in and he was like, well, you haven't paid a single bill with Chris Bassett's name on it. All this stuff. I do think that Candace and Chris are in love. I'm just not sure that their marriage can, and I'm not speaking ill or demise because I want them to be together forever. But I'm not sure how long it can last with this type of pressure on it, if that makes sense. Let's see what else happened. And I loved how Chris was like, my contract is my marriage license and my prenup. I was like, yes, Chris, bring it. And then Dorothy was gaslighting. She was like, I don't remember saying anything. I don't remember that. Nope, I don't remember that. She was gaslighting everything. And Candace, she stood up for Chris a little bit more this episode, but not as much as I still need and want her to. Because she still brings it to Chris in a way, to me, that kind of puts him on the defense and kind of puts him in the position to always be defending himself and defending his manhood and defending what he brings to the table and defending that he's not riding her coattails. I still think that the way Candace brings it to him could be better and stronger. And then also in public, I think she could defend him more. But I did like the way she did it at the Reasonably Shady party. So I liked how she was defending her husband, her man there. I just think when he was there in the moment, she could have done it more in his face. See, my thing says, I'm saying lie in public. It should always be fanned against outsiders. United front. That's right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, like, in public, if you are my family, if you are my good girlfriend, if you are my man, we have a united front. We're holding it down in public. Ain't no way I'm throwing you on the bus. Ain't no way you throwing me under the bus. We'll handle what we need to handle behind the scenes privately. But in public, happy, happy, joy, joy. I don't know what you're talking about. Do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta Candace. Okay, so what else happened? Okay, so Mia and her mom. I got my notes here, so we're going through the episode. So Mia and her mom. I felt better about Mia's mom this episode than I did when she was first introduced. When she was first introduced, I told you guys she just seemed still a little off to me, blaming her stuff on other people, still looking at Mia as a representation of Mia's father and all that stuff. I still think some of that is there, but I just got a better energy from it. I like that Mia was honest and transparent and was just like, I'm still suffering from what you did and from what happened to me. And she was like, yes, I'm healing, but I'm still suffering, because you see it in Mia. You see the suffering in her, especially when it comes to her mother. And like a lot of us, when we are around family members or our parents, we revert back to that 6-year-old wounded person, that 6-year-old little girl, that 6-year-old little boy, or however it was that was so wounded and hurt. And you can see it so much how Mia is still that wounded little girl around her mom. She's like, oh, because I have my stuff together, somehow that means I don't need my mother. And she talks about how, like, the mother goes, to the mall with the sister and shopping and watches the kids, and she has to check her calendar against her sisters. But I also think that the mom probably feels indebted to the sister and codependent, since Mia said that her mom was in prison for something, got out of prison, went to rehab, and then went to live with her sister. So she probably needs to make sure that she has a place to stay. You know what I mean? And I don't know if she's working other than being the nanny for the sister. So I understand 1,000% how Mia feels as that wounded little girl. I don't mean like that wasn't my personal experience. I don't mean like I understand it from my experience. I mean, I empathize and sympathize with how she must be feeling, right? I can understand how she's feeling, right? It didn't happen to me in my life, thank God. But I understand how she feels, right? But I think the mom is more like, I need to make sure, hopefully the mom isn't on probation anymore and any of that. But I feel like the mom is like, I need to make sure I have a roof over my head. I need to make sure I have food to eat. I need to make sure I have a place to stay and all of those things, right? So I think that's really where the mom is coming from. And now she's codependent with the sister. Hey, Marcella. Hey, Marcella, you ready?
Let me see.
Oh, there you are.
Okay. You know, that really broke my heart because I want to ask you with your eyes, did you feel that Mia had not connected with her mom until this show? Because the mom seemed like a stranger and Gordon was trying to shut it down because I think he felt an embarrassment for the mother the way Mia was talking. You know, she said, I wanted you to be my nanny. What happened to getting out of jail, getting acquainted with your grandchildren? She didn't offer to be a grandma. She offered nanny. You know, and that's her mother, regardless. And, you know, we all know her mother had a drug addiction. So did her father. She went to jail. And I think Mia was that was cringeworthy to me because the mother was crying and said, that's why I'm here now trying to get a relationship with you. So to me, that statement read, when the cameras are not here, you're not contacting me.
See, Mia had said on a couple episodes before that she actually never had one-on-one lunch with her mother before. So she said that.
Was this the place?
She
needed to be in a therapeutic setting to get this back together with her and herself, and then add her children. But you could see that Mr. Gordon was embarrassed because he had to shut Mia down a little bit. He said, okay, y'all are here now, getting it. Did you see when he bent his head to talk?
Yeah. No, he definitely shut it down. I agree. I think they need family therapy. I think they need to be in therapy with the mother, Mia, and Mia's sisters and brothers. I think it needs to be almost like a Ivana Fix My Life, like family therapy intervention, because you see, and Mia said it, she was like, I'm still suffering. So I think when you see Mia talking to her mother, Mia's talking to her mother not as this adult badass woman. She's talking to her mother as that little wounded 5-year-old girl who watched her mother be on drugs, who watched her mother not be there on Christmas, who watched her mother do X, Y, and Z, who watched her father do X, Y, and Z. So when Mia is relating to her mother, she's relating to her mother as that wounded little girl who just so desperately needs her mother's love and attention. And I think that her mother still has work to do. And I think that's always so hard because we're always taught, like, respect your mother, respect your elders, what you want to do. But I think sometimes there's this unhealthy belief that being honest with your parents about, this is what my experience of you was, this is how you hurt me, this is what I need, or holding them accountable for what they did. Sometimes I think we take that as being disrespectful when it's not. So there's this unhealthy idea that being truthful with your parents about what your experience of them was is somehow disrespectful, and it's not. I don't think that it was the time or place. I don't think in front of her kids. Right. I don't think in front of the camera. I think the time and place was wrong, but I 1,000% understood Mia's need to heal those wounds, which clearly are not healed. I think the mother is with her daughter out of necessity. She was in prison, in rehab. She needed a place to stay. It's her daughter. They have this almost codependent relationship that they were talking about. But I think what Mia sees is, my mommy doesn't love me as much as she loves my sister. My mommy doesn't spend as much time with my kids as she does with my sister's kids. You know, my mommy has to check with her before she can spend time with me. I really think they need family therapy to really heal it. because the mom just coming out and being like, well, I want to be a better relationship, that's not going to heal it.
Do you detect jealousy? Do you detect jealousy of Mia against her siblings?
Yes, 100%, 100%. Because she even said it. She said, "Oh, because I have my stuff together, you think that means I don't need my mother." I don't think that Mia is jealous of her sibling situation. I think she's jealous that her mother pays attention to her sisters more and spends time with them more, and they have the relationship that she wants. Because even in the confessional, she was like, I'm cool to hang out with, I'm fun. And she was like, they go get their nails done, they go to the mall. So I can understand. And then Mia was in foster care. And then you also have to remember there's a 7-year age gap between Mia and her sister. That's a big chunk of time. So most likely, more than not, Mia didn't grow up with her sister. So if Mia was in foster care.
And, I think that, if you had a good foster parent, I believe some children come out well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of things with Mia that I just really felt cringeworthy for her mom, because she went to jail. That wasn't Mia's fault. Maybe she's not educated enough to tell her, these are my feelings. I'm sorry I went to jail. But inviting your mom, and it's all over TV now. It's all over TV. And if I was Mia's sister, I would be mad at Mia for my mom being embarrassed. Maybe the mom don't understand, but when she began to cry and said, well, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to get a good relationship with you. And, I don't know where mom lives. I don't think mom lives in that area.
Mom lives with a sister, she said.
Where?
Where? I don't know. I don't know where. I don't know where they live.
I don't think it's in that area. I think that it's in Maryland, but tomorrow I'm writing a letter to Mia. Mia lives in Carolina.
Where's Carolina in that?
North Carolina.
Wait, what? wait. North Carolina?
I think that she's visiting.
That's why I was like, wait, Carolina.
I think that she's visiting that area and rented that penthouse for the filming.
That's some tea right there.
Yeah, because most of his businesses are based in North Carolina. He's from Elizabeth City, and he has McDonald's and different stuff like that. And look, if you look at Mia's bio that she created for Bravo, it starts in May 2021. Nothing else before that. Even Gordon, it says about, his restaurant and McDonald's and one chiropractic place. And he is the sole proprietor. She is the general manager. And I think general manager for the show. I got receipts. Oh
my God, that is some tea.
Tomorrow I'm reading my letter, and I'm writing a letter to Mia. I just feel like she is securing her spot for next year for the show. And I feel that I think Mia got those big hands and big feet, but Candace, she's not going to take another dragon. Not that easy. And now she has a Skylar and Wendy on her side, because Wendy wants all of them.
Yeah. But the thing is, I didn't agree with Candace saying your mother's low budget. Candace has to stop saying the your mother line. She has to stop saying it.
I don't think Candace knows the situation. If you look at it, Mia has not ever told Candace about her mom. She told the Green Eye Bandits. Remember they was at the restaurant? She told the Green Eye Bandits, and she hasn't really openly, where we can see, talked about her mother. So, I think that Mia crossed that line when she went to Miss Dot. You don't know Miss Dot, and asked, is their husband being paid? But did you peep out that they have a prenuptial agreement? I was like, why? Nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
Marcella.
But it does allude to, y'all need to be paying attention to Miss Dot, because Miss Dot is saying, are they paying for the house? Miss Dot said,
No, Miss Dot basically said he doesn't have a job. Why did he quit his job? He's using her for the money. They have this big house and a mortgage. Cooking doesn't pay the bills. How are they paying the mortgage? Basically, she was saying, I'm still footing the bill.
And where does Candace work? Where does Candace work?
On the
when
show?
This show isn't up. And that's only 3 months?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when Candace told her my mother needs to go to her home and just get out my house and go home, she should have said, Mom, you need to go to your room upstairs. The downstairs room just has the poster, you guys. The upstairs master bedroom belongs to Dorothy Dillard. She changed her name. She is no longer Dillard. She's Watts. She is Dorothy Dillard. She's no longer Watts. I have receipts, divorce decree. I will send them to you, and you can share them.
So you're saying she's divorced from her second husband now?
Yes, she is. I got court papers. The day they first filed, the first day that she didn't want to show up for court to sign and get it. The Oxon Hill home where Candace used to live used to belong to Miss Dr. Watts and Dorothy, and that had to be sold in part of the divorce. Mrs. Dillard, her name is Dorothy Dillard now.
That's really why Candace moved.
Right.
Oh, wow. You are just giving all of the tea.
I be
well,
dead
you're in that world, that like you get to live in that world. So yeah.
And I was like,
I believe it. And it makes sense how she has so much time. Send them.
And her financial thing is all messed up, like her credit score. So they need it, Chris. I believe if they didn't have to put Chris' name up there, they wouldn't have. But they needed all 3 of their credits.
Oh, shit.
I can show you bankruptcies, people's after her for money. They after Miss Dorothy for money. I was like, Lord, have mercy. I mean, her business partner sued her, and I got the court papers. She owed money. So when Candace said that they used to live in, the country club, actually, if you dig up Dorothy Watts' last clinical business, it was on Country Club Road, and it was Country Club Road, not the country club.
So you're saying a lot of her being this Black wealthy princess is a front? And they're not as wealthy?
I mean, she might got a little bit of money from Mr. Watts by selling that house in Atlanta. It was in like Stonebridge or something like that. Sold that house, and then she gave up her business and sold the Oxon Hill house. I'm sure that she walked away with money, but I'm sure she flipped it in that house they live in right now. You notice that house is empty. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna give y'all some tea. If the other house was Candace's, remember Candace had a bedroom set with dressers and everything, right? Now Candace is in a bedroom with garbage bags of clothes and a bed. She doesn't show you the master bedroom where the bathroom is connected. That's Dorothy's room. The downstairs is a visitor's room. She hasn't gotten all the furniture. Why? Because they lived in a townhouse and they moved to a house. It's in a gated community in Upper Marlboro. Dorothy was fixing those pillows like she wanted her pillows adjusted for that home. Her pillows.
Damn. So you
really
think all 3 of them are shacked up in that house after Miss Dorothy?
4. The sister lives there as well. She does.
Marcella,
She
I'm
does
dead.
she
I
does a
am
job.
dying.
She does a job like social work in that area. She's a she does like social work, and her sister does. But Candace claims that she's getting her master's, and
She said she was getting
uh,
her master's and she was acting and singing. Do you know?
she did do a movie. She did do a movie. It was a very small part. She did a good job. She's
Yeah,
coming out with this record. Um, she doesn't have no manager or nothing really.
that's what I
So
was gonna
she
say. Do you
she's
know the
paying for her
tea?
own.
Do you know the tea on what happened with her contract? Was it fake for the show, or did something happen behind the scenes for her to
He
get?
gave her. He passed away. That
Oh,
that producer, he passed away a couple months ago. But she did
oh no!
get a
Condolences.
contract. She got a contract, right? And then she told him, I need to let my lawyer see it. And then she took it back to Chucky and said that this is not a good deal. So she's been paying for her own studio time, her own engineers. She's trying to put everything out on her own. Now, I've listened to her record, and her mama paid for the video. You listen, if y'all pay attention to what the video is out, they didn't use their cars in the back. They used other cars because they had to shoot that part over. But then they used all of them dancing and stuff. I mean, I got to give it to her. But the only thing she's going to run into, she got her song on Vimeo. She actually has a YouTube, it's Candace Vimeo. That's where her songs and everything is. It's got a nice beat and everything. But guess what? It's better when you have a management company where they can shop out your record, your CD, or whatever you got, what have you. And she's not going to make number one because
Yeah,
she's only promoting it through the show. I got to see her out. And I'm going to tell you, Candace came in this year trying to be a very nice and cordial person because,
yep,
and the salon suites, no, baby, that don't exist. That used to be in Atlanta, in the Atlanta area. And she was renting that space, selling boxes of hair and stuff. Just like, I could do that. I could go buy a lot of boxes of hair from China and then sell it out my house. That's she was selling hair like that. I'm gonna tell y'all, all of these women seem to be doing facades for the show. A lot of them, because I can read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down. I want y'all to really know that I told y'all that Karen was coming out with something new for LaDame. I told y'all last year.
yep,
She was coming out with something new. This was the something new. So she's a dom because when Wendy came with her candle idea, she didn't want to say, I'm doing candles too. That was
yes,
Wendy's moment.
yep,
And then she didn't want to tell Wendy like to throw it under the bus. But Karen has a lot of nice candles out. If y'all want to check it out, go to Karen Huger luxury LaDame luxury candles online, and she has
yeah,
a whole line of them. So, I just want y'all to know she really likes Wendy. But
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you who the smartest one up there. A scholar.
I love a Scala. I
A
love
scholar
a Scala.
reads the room.
Yep.
She reads the room, and she knows how to fry each of them if she needs to. Remember, she called Mia sit down, hoe. Because y'all wait till I read this letter tomorrow.
And Escala goes against Gizelle too. She will go against Gizelle and she will put Ashley in her place.
But guess
she
what,
really
you
does.
guys? That's what I tried to tell y'all. When a scholar came in as Robin's friend, production matched her with a scholar. And then when Mia came in with Karen, they didn't have no relationship. She was just bought in. You seen how fast that Mia jumped from Karen that night of the nude party onto Gizelle on her side. Mia is there to secure a place. She's there to secure a place. Like when she's talking to Gordon, Gordon is looking at her like, you're only good for head and in the bed. That's it. Because a lot of this is coming out on this show where Gordon done told all his friends, I met her at a charity. Where the actual charity is where rich men go and these women are there.
Yeah.
And they call it a charity because you have to pay the house to sit down and eat with these people. They wear gowns, but these gowns are not like gala gowns, Christmas dinner gowns. These are gowns that reveal your titty balls, your booty, and your coochie.
Wow.
In the ghetto, it'd be a whorehouse, and these bitches are just dressed up.
It's like a brothel.
Right.
It's a brothel.
Remember, look, Mia told on herself. She first said that she was a bartender. And then all of a sudden she went from a bartender to a stripper.
A stripper.
Then the night she met Gordon, they went to a Waffle House and smashed in the Waffle House. This man had a very solid, good relationship. His ex-wife may not be the bomb.com. She's a Southern woman, country woman, good woman, and she's here working as not a nurse's aide, but for that kind of caring for elderly people. She's only 30 minutes away from me.
Mm-hmm.
He has that. Look, Mr. T, see-through gowns, honey, and they were seeing it all. And Gordon went to that kind of place, and you know it happens in real life, you guys. Our husbands start feeling like they're too old and they need a pop and a snap, knowing that they need 2 popsicle sticks and a Viagra pill to keep up with the young girl. But they will leave the old wife and go on. Mia's only been married to Gordon for 9 years.
Wow. And I see cracks in their marriage. I don't think it's as rosy as she tries to pretend like it is. I think he has a huge issue with her having this boss persona, like she's running the place. I see cracks.
The Potomac curve. Word on the Potomac curve, honey. There is trouble in paradise. She wants to be this outy, flamboyant woman, and he. Listen. Do you know what their net worth allegedly is?
How much?
$100 million. Do
you think that's true? Or do you think that's true? Or do you think that's fake news?
Hell to the no. In my country accent. To the no. Let me tell you something. I know people with 25 million who have a nice big home. Their children, they have 3 kids. They have their own rooms. That place where they're living at right now on this show only has 3 bedrooms. The daughter get a room by herself. The 2 boys are sharing a room. And me and her husband has a room. Well, the people I know that got money like that.
That's not $100 million wealth.
Their kids have a room. And then they have a room for their friends when they come over. Then their parents have a nanny each child.
Exactly.
You know, you see that little hallway in her little closet. Listen, if she had 100 million, she should have a closet that we can walk in and have a cocktail party in there.
Yep.
That kind of house she has in North Carolina. You see the little family picture that she's showing? On her Instagram, that's a long time ago because those kids were much smaller. I got a picture of this Mia before the plastic surgeries and the booty pop and the titty drop. Yes, I want to
see. I want to see it.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I want to see it.
And you know, I'm not trying to be funny.
No.
Mia face is harder than Robin. I feel like they're lifting dumbbells with their face, and Robin lost because Mia is the winner.
Marcella.
And I want to bring something else to you. I want to bring something else to your attention. Remember when she walked in the spa, that the manager looked foreign to her, like she really didn't know who Mia was. And the second thing is that where was the chiropractic tables, and the place looked empty. Pay attention, you guys. $100 million. They need to have that place decked out. When I come in the room, y'all need to have champagne. Y'all need to be ready to scrub me down, put me in a little ice thing to preserve my life, and then rub my back out. No, honey. I will not believe she's worth $5 million by herself. But if y'all look at her bio, it says she has $5 million and he's worth $100 million, and all that was created May 2021. Nothing before that.
It's a Simon Guobadia move. Planting the story, planting the stuff.
Right. So if you go and look at Thornton, just him. Well, it says that he had a chiropractic place. He got a complaint there. The place been closed 3 years ago. He had some McDonald's. I could see Mia. They said that Mia went to college. I said, well, she went to college, and what was it? Strip college? But no, it's this old. It's supposed to be massage therapy college, and it's prestigious. Look, girl, it's a massage. A hood woman could do that massage like they do and crack your back. Come on now. I'm about to write that letter to her tomorrow. Girl, you ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling me, child. I even seen the ex-wife, and I said that she's a country woman and beautiful, but not light-skinned. It seems like in our community, our men will gravitate to their success with the old wife, black or white.
Yep.
And then when they get that new money, they get a new honey.
Yep.
But honey, for all y'all old honey, steal the money while they growing. Steal it, put a little bit of money in your bra. Put a little bit of money in your bra.
Always.
Girl, use an old pot and pan and start stuffing 20s in there, so when he leave, honey.
Old pot and pan. No, that's true. You always have to have your own. Always, always
it's
have to have your own.
It's not even a race thing. It's when our men, we're helping them build. They want to trade us in for something new.
Yep.
But I gotta go because I got red flags in relationships.
Ooh! I'll pop by. If I'm done with this in time, I'll pop by.
Okay. All right. Love y'all.
Thank you, Marcella.
I'll send you those pictures because Mia looked a hot mess without the weave, titties, and booty. Lord, she looked like a yellow stick. Take me out. I don't know how to take me out.
I'll take you out. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was everything. Thank you so much. Speak with your girl Marcella coming through. Oh, Sip with D says I got a question. What's your question, Sip with D? Sip with D, what's your question, sweetheart? What's your question? Put your question in the chat box, baby girl. That was everything. Thank you so much, Marcella, for coming through. That was everything. Wow. And I believe it. I believe it. The only thing I will say is no matter what, I don't condone Candace with your mama stuff. Your mother's this, your mother's that. Whether she knew about me as past or not, I just think that's off limits. You don't talk about somebody's mother, father, or children. Off limits. And spouses sometimes too, depending on the dynamic and what the situation is. So I'll just say that. I think Candace was wrong for that. But wow. I don't even know where we left off. Marcella just came and dropped some nuggets and some, oh, wow. All right, let's get back to where we were, but that was some good stuff. You know what? Let's just recap what Miss Marcella said. She said that Candace, her mother, her husband, and her sister are all living in that house. They don't have money for furniture yet. That Miss Dorothy is divorced from her second husband, who was a surgeon, and that house was really like in his name, and that's the real reason why Candace moved. And Mia lives in North Carolina, not in Potomac, and she's renting that place just for filming. They're not worth $100 million, and there is trouble in paradise with them. Damn. That was some good tea. That was some good tea. Okay, so let's get back into it. So, is someone coming up? Oh. So let's get back into it. Let's see here. Where did we live off? Well, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Let's see. So Young Rich was, all about the Mia talked to her mama about her husband, so it was fair game. Right, so you're saying Mia talked to Candace's mom about her husband? Yes, I understand that. I think Mia crossed a line, but I think it's a different type of line. You know what I mean? Like, Mia was talking to Candace's mother, and they were having a kiki. Candace's mother wanted to talk about it. Miss Dorothy had no problem. It wasn't like Miss Dorothy shut it down and Mia then kept going, or Mia was disrespectful to Miss Dorothy. She wasn't disrespectful to Miss Dorothy. She was just talking to Miss Dorothy. Whereas I think when you say your mother this or your mother that is disrespecting somebody's mother. So that's why I think there's a difference, right? Okay. Hey, Sipwitty. She goes, I wanted to know what y'all think about Ashley saying Gizelle invitation was cute, but Wendy invite was shady and rude or something like that. They're saying it's colorism. I don't think it's colorism. I just think Ashley is up Giselle's butt, and Ashley has decided not to be on Team Wendy. I think Ashley made a strategic choice going into the show that she was going to align herself with Gizelle and Robin. So I think it's more about alliances and not so much about colorism, if that makes sense. Giselle's invitation was not cute. It was a hot ass mess. Wendy's invitation, I didn't think was shady or rude. I thought Wendy's invitation was a little over the top with the nude and the dancing, but you know what? I thought it was a good kiki. I thought it was way better than Giselle's invitation. That's for sure. I definitely think it was way better than Giselle's invitation, but I don't think it was colorism. I don't think it was that. I just think it's just who's aligned with who. Hey, Sumai Singh, Candace is looking for another snatched wig. Maybe that's why she's wearing the ponytail this year. Beware, ponytails get snatched too, Missy. Yeah, they do. What's her face in New Jersey snatched Margaret's ponytail, snatched her ponytail right up, took her hair and just pulled that ponytail all the way down. So ponytails do get snatched. And I've never been a big Candace fan, but I was liking her more this season. She lost those points when she said your mother. Even if someone has the best relationship with their mother, you just don't say that. You don't go there. You don't, especially, we always say the Black community, but you don't. Hey, Sam. He goes, have y'all noticed how the big hands and feet comments are Candace trying to call Mia a man? Yeah, she is trying to call her a man. And that's why, and she called her handsome too, which I think is really rude. But Gizelle also said that too. She was like, make fun of Mia's hands and feet because they're big. Either Gizelle said that or Ashley said that. Hey, D, at Tamara Austin, I think we all know that butter knife slipped out of Candace's hand when Chris was trying to drag Candace away. She shouldn't have had it in her hand in the first place, though. You don't bring a knife when you're arguing with someone. Hey, Sam, doesn't someone in here call her Cash Bar Candace? I mean, apparently the cash bar is running dry. Apparently. Hey, D, Mia was disrespectful to Miss Dorothy by asking her what her age is and about all the other personal stuff. Okay, see. This is where I understand what you're saying, but I don't agree with that statement. I'll tell you why. Hear me out. But I love your opinion. I love what you're saying. But hear me out and let me know if you guys, what you think, if you agree or disagree, if I'm off the mark or if I'm wrong. I don't think that Mia was disrespectful to Miss Dorothy. I think Mia was disrespectful to Candace. You don't go to Candace's mother talking about, is Chris getting paid? Is he on payroll? This, that, and the third. But Gizelle did the same exact thing to Miss Dorothy. She said, oh, I said Chris was riding Candace's coattails, and she told me you said the same thing, and they kikied and high-fived about it. Miss Dorothy was having a kiki with Mia and was spilling all the tea and all of her thoughts about Chris and money and all of that stuff. Miss Dorothy was not bothered by the conversation. Miss Dorothy was an active participant in the conversation. So I don't think Mia was disrespectful to Miss Dorothy. I think the conversation she was having with Miss Dorothy was disrespectful to Candace, and that's different. Miss Dorothy also did not seem to be bothered by asking her age. I thought it was uncouth. I don't think that she meant to be disrespectful. I thought it was a little bit just icky. Like, it's just something like you, like, it's like manners. It's just like, you don't ask a woman her age. Like, it's a manners thing. I don't think Mia was trying to be disrespectful, and Miss Dorothy didn't take it that way. She answered the question. They had a good kiki. Miss Dorothy did not feel disrespected. Miss Dorothy did not try to shut the conversation down, and Mia continued it. That is what I would think of as Mia being disrespectful to Miss Dorothy, but I don't think she was. Candace saying to Mia, your mother is low budget, is disrespectful to Mia and her mother. And those are two different things, if that makes sense. I just think in general, you don't say to anybody, your mother this or that. It's just off limits, off the table. It's a low blow. You know it's a hot button. You don't ever disrespect or talk about somebody's mother like that. I don't think Mia was disrespectful to Miss Dorothy. I think the both of them were having a very disrespectful conversation about Candace and Chris. And I think that is what the difference is, if that makes sense. But let me know what you guys think. Hey, Young Rich says she could have did like Karen and deflect from the situation, but she fed into the shade. She started the shade. She was all about it. Remember, she was talking to Karen. She's like, oh, did I tell you to quit? I know he's going to quit his job and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Hey, Sip with D, me either. That Wendy invite was real, LOL. I like Wendy's invite. I thought it was sexy and fun, and I thought it was good. D says, I thought Wendy's invitation was creative. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Hey, Tamra. She was at D. She threw it, LOL. I watched it over and over again. Yeah, I thought it was cute. Okay. Hey, Miss D. She goes, Danielle. Okay. Hey, D. Mia's the only one looking for a fight this season. I know. I don't know. Mia's been flip-flopping, throwing shots, just all over the place with it, because there's certain things she says where I'm like, yes, Mia, speak the truth. And there's other things she says where I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Like, stop, bye. Like, just because, and it's like, have you never been on a set or production before? Give your girl some grace. You know that Candace is footing the bill out of her pocket. You know she doesn't have an actual manager. Her husband is stepping up trying to help her. Like, did you think that you're walking into like a Tyler Perry production or a Michael Bay production? Did you think that you were on a Netflix show or on an HBO? No, you knew that she was an independent artist doing this herself. So give your girl some grace. If you show up, but this is the thing, if you agree to do something as a favor, do it with grace. Don't do it and then be spiteful and resentful about the person. If you're going on set, you know that there are delays. You know that there are setbacks. You know that things don't always go according to plan. That is not an excuse for you to then go to her mother and talk about whether or not Chris is getting paid. Hey, High Vibe. Candace always hits below the belt. I agree. That's why she got mollywopped by Monique. She does hit below the belt, and she was doing better this season, but that, And then, if you saw the sneak peek for finally we're going to see the salad throwing thing, now we know why Mia throws salad in her face, because Candace again says, your mother to Mia. And that's why she throws the salad in her face, because that's just too much. You don't talk about somebody's mother. Hey, Sip with D. Me too. Candace, I liked her at the driveway party. LOL. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Sumai saying Ashley's on the alliance trip. Exactly. It just so happens that they're light-skinned. Colorism is a reach. I agree. I don't think it's colorism at all. I just think they just have alliances. I don't think it's Wendy's skin color. Hey, Miss T, Candace just fights extra dirty, but we will definitely get that salad toss next episode. Yeah. And again, I think Mia tosses that salad in her face because she said, your mama. Sympathy, Gizelle said it. You're right. Said it too. You're right. She did. Gizelle also called Mia big foot and big hands, alluding to her being manly or masculine. 100%. Hey, D, at Tamra, I think because Candace talks with her hands, she was being expressive and it slipped out of her hand. I guess we'll agree to disagree. Hey, Sam. So Candace has shown she body shames, sex shames, is homophobic, classist, and transphobic. Listen, I'm not defending Candace. let's that be very clear. I try to be open-minded, but yeah. Hey, Philly John, Mia was out of bounds and Dot had no problem with it. Exactly. Miss Dot was having fun playing the game. She had no problem with it. Hey, Shemai saying, Miss T, I've been waiting for that salad toss since the first preview. Me too. We've all been waiting for that salad toss. Hey, Philly John, Candace would have caught her second beatdown from me. Listen, I'm not a violent person. I'm gonna keep it 100% funky with y'all. I don't want anybody's smoke. I don't want to fight anybody. I'm not built for it. I'm not gonna fake the funk. I'm not a fighter. I don't want nobody's smoke. I don't want to fight with anybody. I'm not a fighter. I'm just not. I'm not. However, you come at me in my face and you disrespect my mother, you might get a brand new candy. Because there are lines you just don't cross. I will morph into one when it comes to that. You just don't do that. There are just certain lines you don't cross. You can come for me all day long. I could care less. I don't want the smoke. I don't want to fight. I'm not a fighter. Please. I'm like this is the thing. I'm not a Candace. I'm not going to sit here and yap and pretend like I want the smoke. I don't. I don't want it. Hey, D, another reason why you don't say your mother is because you never know if their mother is alive. Yeah, you never know if someone's mother is alive. You never know if they're sick. You never know what the relationship is. You just never know. And just your mother is just, it's so childish. So childish and so below the belt. You just don't do it. Hey, Sam. Me and Dorothy's conversation was mutually talking about Candace and Chris. Exactly. They were mutually having the conversation. Hey, Sam, as much as Candace deserved it, Dorothy should be ashamed at how she acted at the video shoot. I agree. Miss Dorothy was dead wrong. Dead wrong. Hey, Miss T, Gizelle was wrong for letting Candace give her key away to Grace. and her tire got all messed up. Grace, boo-boo, you should have said no. You should have bowed out gracefully. And I love you, Grace. You're a beautiful young woman, but you shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it. Hey, High Vibe. Miss Dorothy throws Candace under the bus every chance she gets. She just cloaks it as an issue with Chris. Narcissism 101 because it gets attention. Yeah, Miss Dorothy, I mean, again, I'm not going to diagnose anybody, but I agree with you, High Vibe. I think that she does display extreme narcissistic tendencies, and she just sees her daughter as an extension of herself. That's why in her head, and I don't mean sexually, I mean in her head, she thinks Chris is her man. And that's why she does and says what she does. And again, I don't mean sexually. I don't think she actually thinks that Chris is her man. But in that warped, unhealthy, narcissistic mind, she sees Candace as an extension of herself, and that's why she has no boundaries and no filter with him. Because she should not be saying that or doing that. Hey, Young Rich. Also, why nobody talking about the fact Mia keeps putting her hands on Wendy? Now, if Wendy pulls a Monique, then what? That's true. I actually got nervous when Wendy was just like, don't touch my shoulder. And Mia did it again. I was like, sweetheart, where did you do that at? No. Like, she's lucky that Wendy has a head on her shoulder and that Wendy knows she has things to lose. But Mia should not have been putting her hand on her. I think the first time she did it, she didn't mean to do it. But when somebody says, don't do it, and you do it again, that's the problem. That's when you start to have problems. Because Wendy said, don't touch my shoulder, and then she did it again. That is when you cross a line. Because the first time, I think she was just like, girl, you know what I mean? Like, she wasn't being aggressive. But when someone says, don't touch me, you don't touch them. Hey, Sam. Gizelle said on What Happens Live that Grace was crying that she scratched up Candace's 2015 Lexus. Oh my God. I love you. The candy canes. The subtle shade you guys bring. She scratched up Candace's 2015 Lexus. I love you guys. I love you. Young Rich, that's why she got mollywopped. It is. That's exactly why she got mollywopped. It's exactly why. She better watch herself. Sam Black, if Candace threw a piece of lettuce at her first in the preview, oh, I gotta go back and watch that because I'd always thought it was Mia who threw it, but Candace throws it first. I'm gonna go back and watch. If she threw that lettuce first, she better not ever have a single tear, triangle napkin for this situation, having to go to therapy because now she's having post-traumatic stress from iceberg lettuce and spinach and kale, and how will she ever eat, a Caesar salad again? Like, she better not. She better not. Hey, Dee, I wonder if Dorothy ever forgave Candace for inviting her father to the wedding. No, because Dorothy is petty like that. She didn't forgive her for inviting her father or her own brother, and that's just sick and crazy. Whatever your issues are with someone, you don't need to project that onto your children, especially when that's your children's blood. That's your children's father. That's your child's brother. You see what I'm saying? Miss T, Candace is turning into a mini Heavenly with all the yo mama stuff. Don't get me started on Heavenly. I, with respect, cannot stand her. I cannot stand Heavenly. I know that there are people who are Team Heavenly. They like her. They think she's funny. They watch her show. I think she is a very unhealthy, miserable, mean person, and she spews that everywhere she goes. I don't like the way she treats people. I don't like the way she treats her husband. I can't. I'm not a Heavenly fan. Hey, Darren Hood, Candace versus Mia next week with popcorn. I'm going to have a cocktail and some popcorn for that. I'm going to be all in it. And then we're going to come back here and we're going to have a good kiki. Yes. Hey, can I get a witness at D? Seems like Mia flip-flops since when she wants to be liked by all the ladies and cannot figure out how to be neutral without putting her foot in her mouth. Underlying issues? Yes. I mean, she definitely has underlying issues. Like, 100%. 100%. Hey, Sanitra. She says, hi, Candace. Hi, Sanitra. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? What is up? If you want to come up, the link is, and this is for anybody who wants to come up. The link is posted if you want to come up. Hey, Young Rich, Dr. Heavenly, Queen of the Old Mama. Nobody do it like her. She says, hi, Candy. Yes, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, Sanitra. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you for coming through. Hey, Sumai. She was Miss Dot was looking for someone to kiki with about Chris. Yeah, she was looking for someone. She was gobbling up when Gizelle said it. She was gobbling up when Mia said it. She tried to get Karen on, and Karen was very graceful and was just like, no, we're not doing this. You have to stop. The mics are on, like all that stuff. Miss T, Dorothy definitely made the situation worse. She made it so much worse. She was the pot stirrer. She was the actual pot stirrer. Cedar says Mia's no victim at all. Yeah, I don't think Mia's a victim, but I do think that Candace shouldn't have said your mother. Just like as a general thing, you don't talk about somebody's mom. You know what I'm saying? But I agree. Mia made her own bed. Mia definitely made her own bed. Hey, can I get a witness? At Philly John, Miss Dorothy did not create boundaries and engaged about her daughter with other women. Wrong either way you swing it, Miss Dot and the ladies. 100%. 100%. No, lack of boundaries, lack of respect. That it's insane. D says, I can't get a witness. I don't know whether Mia cares whether anyone likes her. She just says anything she feels like. Yeah, like no filter, trying to secure her spot, flip-flopping. And also, you know what it is, now that I think about it? Do you think that maybe Candy said she gets ghetto Tamara Mowry voice. So, what do you call it? Do you think that maybe Mia didn't do her homework? Like, maybe the reason why Mia flip-flops and says all this stuff and she doesn't really know where she stands is because maybe she just wanted to be on the show, but she didn't do her due diligence and actually watch the episodes or listen to social media to know who these people really are. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm reaching. I don't know. At D, Candy goes, yeah, not sure. Mm-hmm. Sam Black at Young Rich, tell me why I had it in the same voice. Agreed. I love it. Hey, Simai, the hood would come all the way out if someone talked about Mama Singh. Exactly. It's same. I'm the same. Don't even look or think about my mother in the wrong way. Then we'll have some problems. Hey, D, but it was so funny the way they kept showing Grace screaming while driving when she was moving Candace's car. I know. Poor Grace. That was just a hard position for her to be in. And also, I think Candace was trying to be sweet. I think it was in a good spirited way, but that was bad. Hey, Sumai saying, let's just call it what it is. Miss Dot is a bitter, damaged woman who is living through her daughter. I mean, I don't see a lie, but hey, Tamara. She goes, now that we know that Miss Dorothy might be divorced, maybe it's heading for Mamba Joyce's role and then a spinoff. She probably does want a spinoff, but it makes sense that she got divorced because, I mean, if you put so much time, energy, and effort into somebody else's life, then I'm sure your husband feels neglected. Maybe he saw her on TV. It's too much. Hey, Miss T, how scary is it that Dorothy is a therapist? Who is going to her? Who? Mm-mm. I know they say those who can't do teach, but I need a well-balanced therapist. Who is going to her? Hey, High Vibe, you know Candace don't have full coverage on that car, LOL. LOL, Candy, LOL, says Tamara. Y'all are funny. Let's see. Youngwood says, ooh, and did y'all see Candace throwing stuff and said, play with me, like she didn't get dragged and cried to the police last year? Girl, what happened with that? See, that's what I'm talking. That's why Candace got mollywopped. Your tongue is too ratchet. It's too below the belt. You can be smart. You can be intellectual. You can be quick. You can be shady. If you're so smart and you have all this intellect, why go for your mama? Why go for your mother? Talk about something else. And Candace, Young Rich, you're 1,000% right. Candace, don't act like you didn't get mollywopped and then you went and cried to police because you thought you were going to get some money in a lawsuit. You thought she would settle and pay you. That's why you tried to sue Monique. You didn't actually want her to go to jail. You thought that she was going to pay you to have it go away, but instead she got it dismissed. And that's why you're actually mad at Ashley, because Ashley messed up your payday. Because if Ashley hadn't sent that letter, well, I mean, maybe still would have gotten thrown out, but it helped a lot. And that's what I think Candace is really pissed about. She knows that Chris and Monique actually have wealth and money. She thought, oh, Monique put hands on me. I'm going to try and sue her. She'll pay me some money to drop the lawsuit. That's why I think Candace is still mad at Ashley, because Ashley messed up her bag. Hey, Shemai Singh, shaking at the sight of Romaine. Young Rich, oh Lord, I gotta defend Dr. Heavenly too. I know, Young Rich, I know. You always gotta come. You gotta defend Mary. You gotta defend Dr. Heavenly. Darren Hood says, I agree, Candy. D says, D said, how can you can't stand someone with respect? Well, because like I don't want to be all the way mean. You know what I mean? Like I want to still be respectful, but at the same time, like Dr. Heavenly, like she's just Hey, Young. She goes, the way you feel about Heavenly is the way I feel about Mariah Hook. Oh, don't call her Mariah Hook. See, I really like Mariah. See, that's the thing. We can like different people and have a good kiki. Let's keep it fun. Hey, can I get a witness? Hard to say anything about Gizelle's house since it is where she is raising the girls. However, home seemed unsafe for an event, and Mom did not consider how social media can make fun of girls. Ooh. You know, I didn't even think about that. That is true. I feel bad for the girls. Like, beyond the house, like, social media, blogs, and all this stuff, they have to go to school. And like, beyond the house, like, everyone is talking about, like, your dad being called Pastor Holy Whore and everything that happened with that. And then Wendy came with the thunder today on the episode when they were okay. Hey, Derby Diva, what's up, sweetheart? Okay. When they did that last question on reasonable or shady, and they brought up the Eddie rumor, that was so low down, and that was so dirty, and it was so unnecessary and sickening. But I loved how Wendy was just like, yeah, and the same blogger said that you had an STD, which is what Karen said at the beginning of the season when she said that Gizelle had a hot box or a hot crotch or something like that, a hot box, whatever it was. That is what Karen was alluding to, was the fact that Gizelle had an STD. And that is what Wendy said on the thing. Alleged. I'm just repeating what they said on the show. I am not saying this. I'm not saying it's fact. I'm just repeating what they said on the show, allegedly. But I was like, yes, Wendy, come through. Because turnabout is fair play. If you're going to sit in Wendy's face and be like, we weren't talking about you in a bad way, lie and all this stuff and try and get over it, and then you put that shady-ass question in there as a dig against her, it's just so dirty. So dirty. And Robin, any points you got, you lost, because I don't know why you were so mad at Wendy and was so upset with Wendy, and you had no idea where Wendy was coming from. When anytime Wendy said something about you and Juan, you had almost a nervous breakdown. So get out of here. Miss me with the hypocrisy. Hey, Derby Diva, Dr. Heavenly is dark and evil. She is. She really is. Hey, Miss T. Candace didn't have the same energy for Gizelle and Robin as she did for Mia. True. I think the reason why she didn't have as much for Gizelle and Robin was because I think Mia went to her mother with it. I mean, Gizelle did too, but I think Mia was more of the ringleader. And also Wendy went to Gizelle and said, Mia said this in the moment at the music video. But they all should have gotten it. Can I get one of that candy? 100% Heavenly. Woo, what is that? Sorry. Yeah. Dr. Heavenly, I can't. D, I'm surprised that no one tripped and got hurt trying to get to the launch party. It was unsafe. And she had actual ongoing construction. Like literally ongoing construction. It was insane. Hey, Black Tornado. I think she's trying to be unaligned strategically. Either way, she wins. Yeah. But then you need someone to have your back. You know what I mean? You still need someone to have your back when times gets tough. Hey, Tamara. Now that we have some information about Miss Dorothy's new financial situation, maybe she can become the new Mama Joyce from Roa and get a spinoff eventually. She might be angling for one. Hey, Miss T. Mia is another pick-me. I don't know what is going on with Mia. All I know is I'm really excited for the next episode. I think it's going to be really good. I want to make sure, and you too, Candy Canes, let's make sure we really watch to see who threw the first thing. Was it Mia or was it Candace? Let's be detectives. Hey, can I get a witness at W Diva on Heavenly? I'm thinking certifiably mental. I am not a specialist. I can't with Dr. Heavenly. I can't. It hurts my soul to watch her. Hey, D, Mia may just want to be a one and done just to promote her business. No, I think Mia wants to secure her spot on the show. I think she wants it all. Hey, Sam. All the ladies were drunk. That's why they made Grace drive the car. But they were all driving home. Hey, Miss T, did Robin not hear when Grace hit the rock? That's the thing. Robin heard, and Grace said, what is that? And she was like, oh, it's nothing, it's nothing, it's nothing. Yeah. And she messed up Candace's car. Do you think Gizelle fixed her car or she made Candace fix her own car? Hey, Sam, y'all read the Yelp reviews on Dorothy's office. She has 1 star. Oof, 1 star. Yikes. Miss T, I think you have to have full coverage when you are leasing a vehicle. You guys, I love you. But you guys, it's the subtle shade for me. That's what it is. Can I get it when it's that soon I sing points taken, which seems very unfortunate. Oh no. Hey, Miss T, that's right. All statements are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Hey, D, still fight with words, not hands. Hey, Miss T, I'm sure Bravo had to give tapes of the fight over to the court. They did, yeah. I think Monique said it, that the judge reviewed the footage. So they had the footage of the fight. They had all the stuff come in, and I think the law was if both people are equally combative, then you're having the fight. You're not attacked or assaulted. And then also if the other person has a history of violent behavior as well. Hey, D, Monique should have had some consequences for putting hands on Candace. I think she did have consequences. Hey, Sam, Dorothy Watts. MSW, her Yelp page is in shambles. I mean, Marcella did tell us that she was living with Candace and Chris, or Candace and Chris were living with her. If she really had it like that, this like persona of like all the wealth that they have, why doesn't she have her own house after the divorce? Hey, Sam, she doesn't think about her girl. She only thinks of herself. You talking about Gizelle? Yeah. Gizelle just thinks about herself. Because then she even laughed and was like, oh, Grace can't drive. See my saying, respectively, you suck, lady. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Alexis. She goes, Sheba dog dressed in traditional outfit waving Japanese fans. Sheba dog dressed in a traditional outfit waving Japanese fans? Okay. Well, thank you for the super sticker, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Alexis. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Can I get a witness? Is at D. Thinking about Candace's acting, she's not that great, but hoping the music career takes off. Maybe they can throw her over on Love and Hip Hop. Oof. 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 D says Mariah was good for the show. I wonder if they bring her back. She hasn't really been talking real bad about Bravo. Yeah, I wonder if they will bring her back. I hope she wins that lawsuit. I really, really do hope she wins that lawsuit because it was her show. And she deserves to get credit and she deserves to get money for it. It was her show. Miss T, a lot of Karen's antics were due to heat stroke. It looks super hot underneath the tent. Yeah, I think Karen was, and she also had just gotten the second vaccine shot. I know when I got that shot, I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about my body aches and pains, but I know when I got my second shot, I was out of it. It affected me. So yeah, poor Karen. Sam Block, Gizelle's daughters favor the young Claremont twins to me. Oh, I'll look up the Claremont twins. I'll look them up. But I love Gizelle. I love her daughters. I think they're beautiful, intelligent, and graceful, and just really cool. Thanks for the super chat. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Miss D. And thank you so much, Alexis, for the super chat. D says, I couldn't see Candace and Chris on Love and Marriage, on Love and Hip Hop. Could you? I couldn't see it, but it's funny. Hey, at D, she got a lawsuit with Bravo. She ain't coming back. ... Hopefully. Oh no. See, I like Mariah. Let's see here. See what I think? Maybe both rumors from Monica are true. Eddie cheated and there's a hot box on set. Bloop. I don't know. I don't know. But I love how they say the blogger. Hey, Miss T, I was so worried about that. Candace was going to fall coming down the driveway. Her house situation didn't feel or seem safe, especially. And I loved how Escala was going to go and she was like, oh, never mind. Send me some videos. And she went back. I love Escala. I really do. Hey, Sam, I actually like Candace's white top. The belly and the shoes ruined the look. No, her top was really nice. She's so tiny. I wonder what she looks like in person because she is very thin on camera. She's a very, very tiny girl. Hey, P. Dorothy was way out of line. Candace needs to create boundaries with her damn mama. I agree. She was completely out of line. It was insane. Unless Mariah wins her lawsuit, that's possible. Yeah, that's true. Let's see what else is going on. Like, Candace is reasonable. Wait, you guys, can we talk about this? Okay. Do you guys remember on the episode when they were talking about Karen, like drunk dialing them, and how Karen called Robin? It was like, I like Juan more than I like you. Sorry, I thought that was just amazing. I just thought that was amazing. And Karen, can you put me on your list? I want to get a drunk dial from Candace. I mean, from Karen. I want a drunk dial. Hey, D, at Sam Block. I thought Candace's whole outfit was nice, but Candace can get away with wearing almost anything. Yeah, I mean, she does. She looks really good. Hey, P. Oops, pardon my manners. How are you, Atsumai? How are you? Hey, Miss T. I'm sure Candace didn't force Gizelle to help her buff or scratch on her rims. She should have at least offered to get her car washed or something like that. Hey, Sam at D. She does have a body, yaddy, yaddy. I'll give her that. Yeah, she does. She has a good body. I think all the ladies probably look pretty good. Hey, P. I almost forgot. Hey, Candy the Candy Canes. Hey, P. That's right, you guys. If you're in here, if you're a candy cane, you're having a good kiki, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and join us. Join the community. Comment in the comment box. Say hello. Drop a candy cane. And if you're catching this on the replay, be sure to comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? It's all good. We're all just here to have a fun kiki, and I love you guys, and this is really fun. I'm having a great time. I hope you are too. Hey, Shemai saying, glad to see my sweet P. I'm good and busy, being more selective about who gets my YouTube time. At P, love it here. Yay! I made the cut. Darren Hood says, I miss Mariah. M2M was dry last season, especially not seeing Quad as much. Married to Madison was super dry. I actually stopped watching like midway through, and I didn't even watch the reunion because it was so hard watching Dr. Heavenly just scream at Toya. It was really bad. Like, Mariah wasn't there to be her punching bag, so she had to get Toya in on it. Let's see what else happened on the episode. That was good, though. That was good. Oh, Gizelle was a hypocrite, right? What else is new? So remember one of her first questions she asked on Reasonably Shady, and she was saying how it was like, oh, like, is it reasonable or shady to make amends or like apologize with a friend about something and then still hold a grudge about it? And she said it was shady. Gizelle, was that not literally exactly what you just did 10 minutes before the woman got there? Robin even said it. She said, I thought you guys apologized and I thought you guys made up with Karen and with Wendy. And then she called them haters. And then she said they weren't even allowed to use her bathroom. So she was still holding a grudge after she allegedly made up with the people. But then that was like her first question. She called it shady. Gizelle, I don't know what world you live in. I don't know if it's a delusional house. But you literally, your whole existence is one big hypocrisy. One big hypocrisy. Like, do you not see it? Like, do you drink your own Kool-Aid? Like, to me, that was just so bizarre to me. I thought Wendy handled herself flawlessly, being attacked all the time. It's like, enough, leave Wendy alone. Miss T says, I was affected by my second shot, but not like Karen. Same, not like Karen. P, Mariah was smart about it. It worked to her advantage to talk about it, then go quiet, and then have her lawyers handle it. Exactly. Not like what Nene did, unfortunately. Karen got vaccinated too much. I give this like a vaccination shot. It was really funny. Hey, Miss T, double check all sources before leaving. 100%. 100%. Hey, Philly John, the Claremont twins look like freaks of nature. Oh, no! What? Oh, I have to look. I don't know who the Claremont twins are. I'll have to check them out. But if anybody said that about the children, no, we don't do that in the candy shop. We don't do that in the candy shop. Giselle's daughters are absolutely beautiful. Hey, P. Sumai, thanks for love. It's been a day. And yes, same here. I narrowed it down to a few choice channels. I need to get back to my candy crew. Yay! Well, we love having you here, P. We love it. We love it. Hey, can I get a witness at Young Bridge on the situation at the pool between Bush and Mariah? When you get into someone's personal space, it's fight or flight. Heavily not sure whom she prays. So true. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Hey, Sip with D. She says, I remember. Yes, I remember. I love Karen. LOL. Me too. Exactly. Miss T, it made it extra funny that Robin actually entertained the conversation. It's like Boo Boo and Dodo. Like, it's insane to me, the two of them, the green-eyed monsters. It's literally insane to me. And I don't understand, why is Robin so mad at Wendy? Like, Wendy literally was just like, I'm talking. And she's like, you're being aggressive. And she's like, I'm talking. Like, I think she's still butthurt over Wendy's comment saying that her and Ron weren't in a real relationship. Hey, Sam. Juan is a delicious man, but horrible personality. I don't think we've actually gotten to get to know Juan. I think Juan is so checked out that he is literally just phoning it in. I bet you Juan has a completely different personality that we've never even got to see because he just checks out. Hey, Derby Diva. Wendy is locked and loaded for Godzilla and Robin Hood's BS. Even Escala is over it. Facts. I really like Escala. I like her a lot. Sumai Singh says that was hilarious. Yes. Hey, Young Rich. Can I get it with fine men? Yes. Miss T, the episode was definitely a 10 for me. It was a 10 for me too. I thought it was a really great episode. I thought it was a really good episode. It was super entertaining. I can't wait to see what they get up to. Sympathy said, but I think Wendy needed that because Wendy spent last season saying Monique was aggressive and now sees. No, I agree, Sympathy. I do not condone Wendy's behavior from last season. She still needs to come out and publicly apologize to Monique. I don't condone what's happening to her this season, but just like she said to Gizelle, the life you live now is God's karma. Well, Wendy, a part of the smoke you're getting now is your karma. Because you did the same thing to Monique last season. Okay, you guys, we've been on here for over an hour and a half. So make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share with a friend. And yeah, this is super fun. And don't forget, tonight is the first episode of The Ladies Lounge featuring me, Candy Washington, Candace from The Candy Shop, and also Cotty B. So every Tuesday night, we'll be rotating on each of our channels, talking about hot topics, personal stories, reality TV, and what's trending. So tonight we'll be over at Candace's Candy Shop, and we'll be talking about Nicki Minaj and Karen Civil and Jason Lee and just dating and things like that. So be sure. That's right, Nadia Black. Thank you so much. That's right. Hit that like button. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And yeah, and join us tonight. It's 5:30 on the West Coast, 8:30 on the East Coast. And we're kicking off the Ladies Lounge tonight. And then every Tuesday, we'll be rotating on different channels. So I love you guys. This was so much fun. And yeah, and tomorrow we'll be doing the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can join us live. I love you, Candy Canes. And until next time, be well, take care of yourself and each other. Mwah. I love you guys. Bye.